Welcome back to Drumard Farm. Okay, I'm excited to be back. It's been a couple of days off. Unfortunately, I didn't want that to happen, but here we are. So yeah, glad to be back. We're just finishing up the peas, and then we're going to be getting on, hopefully, with some potatoes. The field to the right of us is where the potatoes will be. Am I going to clash here? Oh, we're okay. Yeah, that's where they're going to go, but it needs cultivating first. I think what we'll do is we'll just finish this up with the worker, put the worker on the cultivator, and we'll go and pick up at least one potato planter. What is going on there? Good start. Let's just check where we need to go next. Okay, so it's just that bit to finish, just here. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. I'll put this tractor on the cultivator. That worker can finish this off, and then we'll swap into the Fiat. This drill or seeder will need to go back to the farm, but we can just leave it here for now. There we are, some teething problems. Yeah, I've got to catch myself up of what's going on. I haven't managed to film, but I have been in-game, but on a different map. I wanted to film really badly, but it just hasn't been possible with everything going on in the house. Anyway, but yeah, let's get a work on that. Go and catch up with the Fiat. Okay, here we are. We'll just take over this last bit. Now, I imagine the potatoes are going to take some time. The field's a bit bigger than this field, I think. And what we're doing here, yeah, so the potato plant is a bit slower, I believe. I'm not too sure. I think I've only used it once. So I might get two. You know, I get things in twos because things are small. But we'll see what the money looks like and what we can afford. We might as well get this one, just seeder back to the farm. Let's just check up and make sure we've got all of that. Yeah, looks good. It's going to need lime and fertilizer over here, I think, and fert. Yeah, good to be back. What time is it? We're 10 past 10. To check in with all the animals. This grass needs a cut as well. We've got plenty of grass work to do for silage and for the goats. But really what I'm interested in this episode is just at least start to get these potatoes in the ground. Any space in here? Yeah, that's good. I should probably leave the stuff over at the other farm. There's so much more storage there, but here we find ourselves. Okay, so let's just pop in potato technology, or potato planters, sorry, not technology. That's what we want to get them out of the ground. So I did have this installed, but it's rather expensive. We've got 12 kilometers per hour, 6 meter width. Literage, I'm not going to worry about that too much, might do later. 612 and 3, that's the same. So 6 meters overall then, and that's a 3 meter, and that's a 3 meter. So for 200, or I could spend 120, no, 140. Well, around abouts. I could get 2 of these, and that will give me the That'll give me 6 meters. Yeah, instead of 12. I think I'm going to do that. Is that a mistake? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do that. It will take the bank balance down quite a bit, but we can always contract, and I'm sure there'll be some things to sell soon anyway. So no options. Now, I believe you're better off, rather than using seed, is buying the potatoes. Hang on a minute, we've got potatoes. We've got potatoes in the silo, haven't we? We'll just use those. I'm not sure how it works. I'm sure we must just be able to use those. Well, let's head down to the store and pick up one planter, and then we can get that going. Now, we might not need 2 planters this time, at least for the most of it. But when we get more fields, if we're doing more potatoes, more the merrier, I think. And you'll be glad to know I've now got glasses after 3 years without not having my glasses. And wow, what a difference. I can see the HUD, and I can actually read what's going on now. So, well, for the most part. So that's so good for me. When I went to pick them up, my wife and I went, and let's get on the right side of the road here. I tried them on, obviously, and you have to make sure you're happy with them. And I said yes, and then I put them away. And my wife said, "Why are you putting them away? When you wear them, it's what you're supposed to be doing." And I said, "Oh, well, you see, I want to do something here." "What's that?" I said, I didn't say in front of the shop owner. I said, "I want to try it on FS because I want to see the difference between no glasses and glasses." And she just laughed and thought I was a bit crazy. So I waited. I didn't want my eyes to adapt to the glasses first. And yeah, straight home, turned FS on. So, okay, yeah, that's hugely different. So yeah, a little win for me there. A few £100 short, but definitely worth it. Can't put a price in your eyes. Okay, I'll see you down at the store. And here we are. Now, I was a bit silly, wasn't I? Because I didn't check the horsepower requirement on them. 150. I'm sure we've got that. It's the Fiat I'm worried about. Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if we can upgrade the horsepower or anything on this. I'm not even sure where the trigger is. We might need to put this outside, actually. Oh, let's leave it for now. We've got loads to do, and I'm just messing around here. So here they are, the twins. The potato planters come 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. See if we can get on there. Good, so I'll have to pop back to get the other one. I might have been able to get on the front, but I don't think, apart from a front weight, this attachment at the front takes a lot from experience. So we'll come back for the other one with probably with the Ford. We'll get a worker off on this, and then we'll come and pick some stuff up. Pretty much the same as we've done with the cultivating, or the drilling, sorry. But now we have, let's just get past here. Oh, that was my fault. Okay, I'm back with the first of the planters. Now let's go and see if we can get some potatoes in here. Some tatties. Well, some, if I haven't mentioned this before. Yeah, comment about using, getting some wood chips from our multi-fruit silo, I think it is, or the one we can get everything out of, and trying it in the biomass heating plant here, which I also think that is what that is, I'm not too sure. Yeah, great idea. I've actually when I tried that on a different map, yeah, it does work. It wasn't so much what I was worried about, it was more, can we use the bales in there, or will we have to cut it loose with a forage wagon when we do the What was we going to use for that? The poplar, or can we even put poplar in there? I'm not entirely sure, but I think it will work. But I'm not sure if bales will work. But either way, if we do bale it and we can't use the gas plant, I can still sell the bales. So it's a win either way really. But I would like to get that fired up, get some money coming in the background through the year. Right, let's go and try. But yeah, oh sorry, always thank you for the suggestions and things. I did try that out, just not on this map. I just need to get some bio bales to try that. But yeah, let's get some potatoes. Hopefully this doesn't tip this tractor up too much. And I'm just hoping I've got potatoes in there. I'm sure we have. Yes. Wow. I don't think we have a lot. And of course we have the wheat over there. That will be harvested in the next few months. Then we can get the poplar in there. And the goats are doing well. They've had kids, so more milk. How's that looking? Let's try and nose around that. Yeah, might need to get up there and move some of those at some point. So the peas are in the ground and the potatoes are going in. I'm very excited about this. It's happening now. This is quite heavy, so I'm going to have to be careful here. Take it a bit slower. I wonder how that work is getting on, if they've given us enough cultivated area to start planting. Well, let's go and find out. Again, we'll need to just check in with the animals, make sure they're all fine. And possibly pick up some contracts, because we still need to get that soup factory. All these potatoes are going to be pretty much worthless unless we put them into the I think it's the potato factory, or where you make the chips. I can't keep up with all the different production chains now, but I'm glad we have them. Gives us something else to do with our crops. Ah, yes. I'm not sure. How high can we go here? Is that a missed bit? I'm not sure if that field's got tram lines in it. Now, we cultivated it, but I didn't set it to 0 tram lines. Yeah, I realised when I was editing the last video, I think I flashed it up on the screen. Tram lines in our pea field. No one wants to see that. That would be a unique thing, wouldn't it? I sincerely hope there isn't. But I'm sure normally if you cultivate, they won't be in there. How are they doing? Well, they've stopped, so they couldn't have done all that already, surely. Okay, it's actually all good to go. Let's get the worker out of the way, or the tractor. Move some of this equipment. Is that done there? I might just pop round and check their work. No, I'll just go and check the corners and see if they've made any triangles. Yeah, another bit here. Well, you know, whatever. They've done a great job, and they've done it very quickly. A couple of corners is not a problem. Still got soybeans to go in the other fields. 2 fields soybeans, so I missed a little bit there. Now this field might go over a couple of episodes. I'm probably not going to time lapse loads of it. If anything, we'll leave a worker I'm saying that we've got 2 planters, not really an excuse to leave. We could leave 2 workers and we could go do a contract at some point. We'll do a bit, obviously, otherwise there's no point in us doing the potatoes. Good, right, let's fold that up, and then there's going to be a whole host of equipment to oh dear, take back. Good, right, I'll leave that there. We'll start doing a bit of this, and then we'll leave the worker on it, and then we'll go and pick up the other, or I'll go and pick up the other potato planter, get back, do a bit of that, and hopefully get a contract in, because yeah, I do want to start boosting that money back up after spending that. Okay, do I have to unfold this? Doesn't look like it. Well, it's making some ridges, so I'm assuming that's all going in. I'm not sure how often we're going to have to place the potatoes in the hopper. Used a little bit already. Let's put that on autopilot. Just check on crop type. Okay, so yeah, they're all going in nicely. Wonderful. Now really, I suppose you'd want these just going up and down, wouldn't you? But I imagine this is how the worker's going to do it. It's nice to see a different texture in the ground from planting or seeding. If it makes a change. And of course we'll have to rent the harvesters for the peas and the potatoes. They're at the moment they're just far too expensive for us. But I'm sure we'll own 1 or 2 in the future. 2 hopefully. Yeah, I think 1 planter would be too small in these fields, on this field certainly. But it should give us a good yield. I mean, we should get quite a few potatoes off of this, even if we have to use all our potatoes now. And then in that case, then if we need any more potatoes, we'll go over to our silo and buy them from there. I'm sure we should be able to get some from there. Yeah, good, we'll do that. It might be worth us doing that rather than using any more of our potatoes actually. But still 244,000 or 245 nearly in the bank, so we're not too far off the soup factory even after buying them. But of course there's always something I want, and I did mention it possibly last episode or over a couple of episodes about getting chickens, and from the comments looks like a green light of what people think for that. I know we do chickens on, well, I've only done 2 Let's Plays really. We've done chickens last time and goats and all the rest, but yeah, I like chickens on the farm, and I just think it's somewhere good to put the grain. I don't like giving all the animals my crops, but I think with the grain and chickens it's really worth it. It is definitely worth it. So I think we'll be getting some chickens, but I'm not sure whether to get them now or get the soup factory first, because we're going to have to put up a chicken pen, or yeah, so that's going to cost a bit of money, and it's where do we put it. I'm thinking up where either the farm where the pigs are, because the main farm is a little bit chocker. Yeah, it's quite busy there, there's not a lot of space, so I've we could put it up near the wheat field where we just was, where the silo is, where the soup factory's going to go. We could put them up there, but I think they'll be better off over somewhere near where the pigs are. So we might visit that today and go and see what we can do with that. But I'm determined the next batch of potatoes we have is going to go into the soup factory. And you know, if we run out of potatoes and don't have the soup factory on all year, that's okay. We'll just come and turn it off. I'm sure the people working there won't like that. You know, sorry, you have to go out. We've run out of potatoes. Go home. But we'll try and avoid that, obviously. Okay, so we've done a bit of this. I'm going to put this on a worker, and we're going to go and pick up the other potato planter. Once we go and address the chicken issue, I suppose. Yeah, I'm still carrying on. Right, let's put this on a worker. It's a little bit addictive, that. Look how many potatoes we've used. Oh my lord. I wonder if there's a way I can get potatoes over here rather than keep running the planter back. Oh, what if I set the worker to buying? Does that work with potatoes? I have no idea. Let's try it. Seed, buy. Is the money going down? It is. I know we'd be better off going over to the silo and buying them there. It'd be cheaper, but it's just so much toing and froing. Let's just do it this way for now, at least. Let's go and look at some chicken pens and where I think we should put them. We can take something back with us. Let's take the seed up. At least both seeders are back then. Do a splendid job. Now we don't actually have any grain, do we? We could go and buy some, but I don't want to do that. So March, April, May, June, July for the wheat to be ready. And I think we might have done a barley crop. So if we didn't get it now, it wouldn't be the end of the world because we've got no food for them. But we could go and have a look at an idea of where to put this. Which means I need to go over to the other farm, but I want both the drills over here. I'll drop this drill off and see you over at the other farm. Okay, I'm back. Let's have a look where we can put some chickens. I suppose we'll have to go off of their pen, but we could put some here, but then we have all this stuff in the way. I'm not sure if we can delete that, but I quite like the bits of junk and old machinery around. So no room really here. The pigs are doing very well over here. Must be some space. Another grass field that's ready to go. Yes, here. We're not doing anything with that bit of land. Let's get a beacon off. Let's go into construction. Animals. Chickens. So these are our sort of usual ones, aren't they? What does that hold? 200. 30. Well, does that require water? We had one before, it didn't require water. If I place your chickens, the pasture of this building can be customised. You can have 500. Well, even if we do have to bring in water, it's not the end of the world, is it? You can have 500. 2,450. Same price. I don't know really what the difference is. Maybe the more you can have, I suppose. But that's quite cheap. Just got to think, we've got to get round to this silo. I don't really want to be backing in and out if I can help it. And also want to be able to get in and out of that shed. So will that give me 500 with it just at that size? Bear with me a minute. Okay, I have just game saved. Seems a bit cruel to keep 500 chickens in there though. Maybe they'll be alright. Oh, it just seems very small. I'm gonna just, as long as we can still swing in there, let's go there and we'll adjust the fence. We could have gone with a fenceless option. I did have the mod before, but I think this will be fine. Let's have a look around here. Well, we don't need to get down there because it's just rubbish, so we'll leave a gap to walk through, but otherwise I'm not too worried about getting through there. Let's just line that up. Not the most attractive of chicken pens, but pasture, yes please. There we are. Haha. Good. So let's check out what they need, what they require. Okay, so it's just food, just grain. Wonderful. And how many can we have? Even though my glasses are really good, I'm still going to lean in for this. Where's the trigger? Here we are. 653. I must make the HUD a little bit bigger at some point. Okay, so that's giving us quite a few. They're going to put out loads of eggs. And of course, there's still room here to, I say now, to back in and out of here, and we haven't affected getting round with the silo there. So I think that's the best place for them. They'll be happy up here. Lovely view for them. Good. Right, we better go and get this other potato planter. So I'll grab that, and then I'll see you back at the other farm, and we'll see if we can get some potatoes out of that silo. See you there. Right, let's find out if I can get potatoes from here, because if I can, this thing is awesome. I can just get everything from here. It'd be hard now to do a let's play without it, but I would still do that. But let's find out. And then we better go and help the worker, or it's pointless buying 2 of these planters. We can. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. 700, is that 709? 709? 700? That's not bad. I wonder if they've actually run out of potatoes over there. Oh no, we'll set them to bio, haven't I? We'll get that turned off once we get these potatoes in the ground. Just quickly, oh, feed the dog. I haven't been here for 2 days, so I imagine he's quite hungry. So yeah, although I haven't made a video for 2 days, I don't know if you remember from me saying the last episode, I did actually make them. I made 3 videos, one for the Friday, one for the Saturday, and one for the Sunday. Well, unfortunately what I did was I put 2 videos out on the Saturday that I'd previously made. Silly me. So I didn't have one for Sunday. I knew Sunday I probably wouldn't be able to make a video, it's just too busy. So that's why I did that. But yeah, I messed up there. But then I realised that, I'm just going to wait for that delivery van. I did realise that Sunday. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I've got about an hour's window, maybe an hour and a half. Sunday, late afternoon, early evening, I could get a video done. But then I was a bit naughty with my wallet last week, and I ordered my pedals and, what is it? The T128 farm wheel. So I've got the pedals, the wheel and the stick now. So I thought, oh, I've still got, if I start doing this in the afternoon, start putting this together, because I've got the bracket as well that you put the steering wheel on so you can adjust it. I thought I can get this all together and then maybe do a let's play with it all on. Not the case. Many fiddly little bolts and things happened, and there was wires everywhere, and I was like, okay, this is never going to happen. I'm just too involved in this now, so I couldn't get it done, which is unfortunate, but we're getting it done now. So I meant well, but it didn't work out. Let's get on here a little bit better. Switched on. Is that on? Barely hear the difference in the sound. There's a strip down there and he's doing. Yeah, so I've got the wheel and the pedals now. Probably shouldn't have spent that, but I did. I have saved it though. It's not like I've just used it willy-nilly money, you know. But I've got to get a stronger desk because I think it's force feedback, is it? So it brings the steering wheel back as it would, and it gets heavier, and the steering load gets heavier the slower you are, sort of thing. The same as it would do in real life. So it has all that wonderful stuff. But my desk was shaking. Everything on my desk was going everywhere every time I tried to turn a corner. Let's slow her down here. Off we go. Yeah, so I've got to get it set up in the cabin that I've ordered. So I've ordered a cabin, if anyone doesn't know, to do this in rather than my bedroom, because, you know, my wife has to sleep here and things. She doesn't want me doing this. So I've ordered a cabin, but I think it's I think they make them to order, so I've got to wait for it. I've been waiting until 3 weeks now. I should really get hold of them. That was a lot of money. So that's all got to be built, and then I can get the computer and then get all this gear in there and all set up in the farm cave, I suppose. I don't know what you call it. Man cave. I'd like to go with a different name rather than man cave, but it's predominantly, this is what it's going to be for, is this. That is my dedication to it. Yeah, so I've got to get all that set up, and then of course I need to get a PC because I'm moving over to PC. This will be the last Let's Play, hopefully, on console. And again, I love the console, and I wouldn't have never started this without it. So, but for my sanity of editing and things, I want a PC. Yeah, but what one to buy? It's a minefield. I know nothing about PCs. The last time I had a PC, I had a floppy disk, and I don't mean the small ones, I mean the big ones. That was actually probably at school. Yeah, I don't think I've owned many PCs, not unless it was a hand-me-down from somewhere. So I know nothing about them. I've been trying to do my homework. As long as it can match the PlayStation, I'm happy. And then obviously it needs to run OBS, and I think it's OBS, and probably edit in DaVinci, something like that, and then whatever I use for thumbnails. So it's got to be able to do all that. Budget, if anyone's got a PC out there, you might want to let me know where to point me in the right direction. Budget, probably no more than £2,000. I wouldn't want to go any higher than that. My wife will kill me. But yeah, again, I had to save all for this. Don't have the money on the shelf, you know, and don't really use credit. So it's a big investment, but I think it's worth it. I enjoy the game so much, and again, you know, I want to play Euro Truck and things like that. Don't mind a bit of flight sim. Tried it on the Xbox, wasn't too keen on there, but I could see how good it could be. Yeah, so no idea what to buy at all is where I'm at with that. It's the last thing I'm holding off buying, you know. The wheel, the pedals, the stick, which I don't really need, but it's just for fun. That's all here. The cabin's on order. I've made the base. Damp proof's ready. Everything's ready for it. So the last thing to order really is the PC and a new microphone for sure. So yeah, that can be a lot better. Just polishing it up now, you know, get it all going correct. This doesn't look great how I've drilled this, does it? Planted this. Oh well, as long as they're in there. Right, well I've been waffling on for a good while. It is a real shame we haven't got any grain. I really would like to get some chickens now. But even if, I suppose if the crop comes in June, probably June I would think, for the wheat and the barley, June, July, August, September, October, November, if we sell eggs in, wasting so many potatoes, waffling, if we sell eggs in November, I would think, I would check this map, that will still give us a lot of eggs, I would have thought. Especially with that amount of chickens we can have. If we can buy all, if we can fill it up. Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do now is just pop into the menu and have that worker stop buying potatoes. Because he should have enough, we should have enough between us now. Plenty, I would think, to get this finished off. And again, so although I've come back and only done a little bit, just between us, that speeds everything up, which makes doing the vegetable crops not such a torment, I suppose. You know, certainly to put it into a let's play, to make it, to keep it interesting, so you can go and do other things and this, that, and the other. Eventually, if we get a third tractor, we could have 2 workers out on this. We can go do something else. Obviously farming still, but all the other bits that they can't do. So next time we need to come back in. Oh no, I should have probably limed and fertilised this first, because it's going to be so bumpy. But we'll probably have to use the Ford for that, I think. Doesn't matter, but yeah, next time lime fertiliser in both fields. I'll check if we've got the field data with precision farming. That's what I was going to say, well, many times, but I've never got around to it. Is I said, I think at the beginning of the Let's Play, that I'll install the Highlands fishing pack, and I'm not too sure about it, because I mean, I will get it, but I'm not too sure what's included in it, whether you get extra trailers and things. I think you do. So that's it. I was going to install that and use different trailers and things on this map, but again, with, I keep going on about it, but getting the PC, I've already got probably rebuy this game. I've then got to buy the DLCs I already have, and then I'd have to buy that. It just seemed to me like a complete waste of money if I'm never going to play it on PlayStation again. So I'm just wondering if we're going to clash here. Hopefully it'll pass through. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just not going to buy that for this map, this Let's Play. But we'll definitely get it, and any other ones, once I transition over. Well, that is all in. That is good. That is a wrap. Let's just check. Get all switched off and check in. Make sure that's gone well. Good. So we have our field of potatoes, our field of peas, canola, barley, yes, and 2 barleys. I wasn't sure we had wheat there. Wheat's brighter, isn't it? Yeah, we have both of those, all of those in, and then of course we've got our grass fields to start munching through at some point. So good. Well, I think that's been an absolute success. That tractor is moving far too fast towards me. Where you going there, buddy? All right, let's get them off that. No, thank you. Good. Well, we'll leave this one here. It's been excellent. I think it's gone very, very well. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.